Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines we have here. ISO 20022 delayed and why you shouldn't worry about it. DTCC moving 11 trillion to blockchain. What about XRP? Can David Scwartz confirm the relationship there? Maybe so. I think you're going to like it. Digital Pound Foundation and David Scwartz on real world assets. XRP price. We got it all. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, we are at $1.47 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 2.2%. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. 37,100 plus for Bitcoin. Just back over 2,000 right now for Ethereum. 87.6 billion plus for Tether market cap. XRP at the number 5 spot, 62 cents, up 1.1 to 24-hour, off by 4.7 on the 7-day. Look at the range of price. We are ranging between 6,156 and ranging between the top at 6,285. Currently sitting at 6,223. Now that's the tighter trading range we're used to seeing, isn't it? Right? These wide spreads we've been seeing over the last week or so have tightened. So we will watch and see what the analysts say before we get out of here. If you have not done it, it is Black Friday special. It will not last long and it will run out. But if you act right now and click the link underneath the video, you can get 83% off plus the golden ticket plus 3 months extra. And look, it's not just VPN to help protect your anonymity online. This is also about securing password manager. Get a secure password manager, end-to-end file encryption, personal privacy manager for $3.44 a month. I'm telling you, this is, I could have used that secure password manager back when I got hacked last April, and I didn't have it. I didn't have it set up, and shame on me. But you know what? I have one set up now. I can tell you that. You can too if you click the link underneath the video. Right here, we start with Wheezy. Nerd Nation, shout out to you, Wheezy. Switch Flipped, he says, Jim Cramer predicting a significant drop in altcoins. Uh-oh, I'm putting everything in. Not financial advice, I'm just playing. But it has worked out almost at 100% that whatever Jim Cramer is claiming, the opposite usually happens. Shout out to the inverse, Jim Cramer. And here, very quickly, here are the most held assets on Uphold after XRP. And not surprisingly, it's Casper and XDC are coming into the running slightly after. I wanted to share that very quickly here because it is nice to know what are the most held assets on Uphold. I love that. And shout out to Uphold. Be talking with the CEO very soon from Uphold. Shout out to Simon. And this here may find some people upset, but let's take a look here because, again, this is why I said watermarks to watch, not to live by, right? ISO 20022 migration in Europe postponed until March 17, 2024. Shout out to Ingrid for this. The EPC PSMB considered that an unsuccessful ISO version migration on November 19th would not only have impacted the national SEPA transactions, but also significant volumes of cross-border SEPA transactions with potential knock-on effects across the whole SEPA region, which SEPA is the payment system for Europe, as you probably know. But look, this is the enormity of what we're talking about here. That's why we are in what Swift refers to as the coexisting phase, where we have these payment rails running side by side because of this kind of potential issue. And thank goodness that they're handling it that way. They have pushed this now into March. Obviously, we will watch closely for that. For Europe, that doesn't mean other areas of the world aren't moving sooner. But let's bring some comfort here with Pega Sultani here explaining the ISO 20022 and Ripple standing with them.
So ISO 20022 is a global standard for financial information exchange. This enables interoperability between different systems, straight through processing of payments, and rich data transfer. And it'll also foster competition because it's open and flexible. At Ripple, we've been aligned with ISO 20022 from day one. We've always recognized that this is the direction of payments and it'll be better for everyone. And we were really a first mover on that front. We've also joined the standard body to help contribute to how payments will shape in the future.
And there you have that. That's refreshing to hear that. Then there's this, old but still has very, very much relevance to it. It's the DTCC, the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation, is moving $11 trillion worth of derivatives transactions to blockchain. Yeah, thanks to a deal with IBM, R3Sev, and Axani here. And if we go into this, you can see the confirmation test members were Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Citi, Credit Suisse, and JP Morgan. And even at the early phase market, which also helped craft the DTC blockchain solution, was also participating. The DTC project will also move forward under advisement of blockchain consortium R3CEV. All right, which first emerged in July 2015. Well, then you have to ask yourself, because everyone always says, well, we know that R3 used XRP as a prototype example to show how their quarter platform worked. We all understand that they plan on introducing multiple different assets to that platform. And a lot of people actually dismissed the idea of XRP being used by R3 because of the lawsuit that took place. However, R3 did get a settlement of more than $1 billion, I believe it's been said, of XRP out of that case, and that splitting up of that partnership between Ripple and R3. So the question remains is, will R3 use Ripple or XRP in their tech stack somewhere along the flow? Well, in a opportunity for one particular troll out here to take shots at some of the narratives in the community here, he says there's 10 things he wanted David Scwartz to confirm here, and a couple of which, I won't go through all of them, it's not necessary, but Swift does not use XRP, R3 does not use XRP, R3 does not use the XRP ledger. David comes back and says essentially all of those things are true as far as he's concerned, but there are some small exceptions such as this one. And then he shows R3 here. So now you have to start asking yourself, would XRP play a role in R3's contribution to help settle that $11 trillion worth of derivatives for the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation? Open-ended question, but a damn good one nonetheless. And here we have this. This is Digital Pound Foundation talking about atomic settlement. Now, what's incredible about this is that we need to understand, as we are in this coexisting phase that we've just got absolute proof of, right, with the delay of the SEPA transition to ISO 20022, but that doesn't mean other areas of the world have stopped. Keep that mind open. But here we have to understand the importance of stable coins and CBDCs on a blockchain, because this is how you're going to get that real movement of value, and obviously bridge assets like XRP as well. Take a quick listen to this clip here.
In terms of answering the question around what can it do that current forms of money can't do, I guess the answer is that it allows you to transfer with ultimate finality in a very quick time. So, one of the game-changing concepts having come from sort of trad foreign exchange, where everything is settled on a T+1 or a T+2 basis. So you do a trade, but actually nothing settles until 2 business days afterwards. Going to a stable coin where there's actually absolute transfer of value on a T0 basis, atomic. So depending on the blockchain, whether it's Ethereum or some of the quicker networks out there, it can be seconds for me to transfer to you, Jen. If I had, we both had a wallet and a MetaMask and we could just transfer each other some funds, we can do it with absolute certainty outside of the banking system, a transfer of wealth and value within seconds. That's very, very different to what's there in the current landscape.
Absolutely well said. And look, and this is the idea to understand this, as non-sexy as stable coins are, they are sexy in the regard that, look, you're not moving any of this tokenized value around. without the help of CBDC stablecoins and or bridge assets like XRP. It isn't happening. The system is not complete, right? So it is extremely important that we get clarity and use of these assets in the very near term. And that goes for this as Ripple targets 30 trillion in real estate assets and real estate market and XRP ledger tokenization. Let's hear from David Scwartz in this quick clip where he talks about going after real world asset tokenization and how the ledger is geared for it.
Yeah, you're right that institutional adoption of XRP ledger technologies is growing. I think part of it is just the heritage of the XRP ledger that was built around enterprise and financial applications. Cross-border payments was the product that the XRP ledger was originally built for. You know, what we were looking at back in those very, very early days was how would there be enterprise adoption of, well, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency at the time. What we think is like, how would there be enterprise adoption of Bitcoin? There would have to be bridges and connections, and there'd have to be, you know, these other technologies. As far as trends and the way it's moving, real-world asset tokenization, I think, is something that I'm pretty excited about right now, because that's, you know, that's a real problem, and there's real interest from mainstream financial giants like, you know, like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively pursuing tokenization of traditional assets. So I think that's an area to watch, and I think that's an area where the XRP ledger is going to excel.
And that is the next place that we're going to excel. I really do believe that. And I tell you, what I'm so excited about is because that's a point of no return. Because what you're talking about there is you're talking about real use case utility for the ledger, not speculation. You're talking about solving a real problem for a massive, massive industry with massive, massive ability to take over in market capture. And that is exciting to me. And just like this, the XRP price has risen about 6% in the past 3 days, triggering renewed optimism among investors and analysts. Two analysts, Dark Defender and Eggrag Crypto, see the current trend as a turning point and essentially citing that where we are right now, if we hold the level that we talked about in the opening of the show here, then essentially we could be staring down the barrel of 85 cents to $1.05 in our next move up, should we see that happen. Now, it's not financial advice from me or anyone else, but I'll tell you what, I'm asking you, look, this conversation inside of here is, bar none, is 1,000x what we're able to have on this channel right now. Right now. If you join us in the Freedom Zone for next to nothing, you will not be sorry that you came in there. And today we are going to be tackling the free press. Free press is dead. And I'm going to prove it to you. Right? Then we're going to talk about that insurrection that happened. Was it that? Or was it possibly something else? We're going to take a look at some evidence there that may change your mind. And I encourage you to look at it as a patriot and not a Republican or a Democrat. And you may see more clearly than you've ever seen before. We hope you'll join us in the Freedom Zone. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else. We're just talking the truth in there, and we don't have to worry about censorship either. And what a beautiful thing it is. Very refreshing. Hope to catch you on the inside. Come on in.